me this past week. Of course, the Queen with the Gold Mic will be back next week. She had to take care of some stuff today. Now, what's on the show for this week? Human T-Rex on your T-Rex show.
You know, we got a lot of new hip-hop. I created a YouTube page for those who are listening. And if you want to see the visual, I had a dope interview with Big Hef and O.C. May. Check out the Human T-Rex YouTube page. Thank you very much. Subscribe and hit the like button.
All right, thank you very much. And that was a dope interview with Big Hef and O.C. May. Shout out to Big Hef. Of course, his show's tomorrow. O.C. May, who was on this show and at the Human T-Rex show a couple of weeks ago, had, and check out the venue at Small Bites in Bedford. I'm having my fundraiser tomorrow. Wine tasting from 7 until 10. Please come out and enjoy yourselves. Taste the wine, eat some cheese, do whatever. Pretty sweetest day. Happy sweetest day to everybody that's celebrating it. Also, shout out to Kathy Ray Coleman with the Women's March this past weekend, having somebody speak. The main guest was the mother of murdered 22-year-old Brittany Hardwick of Cleveland, Ohio. Sandra Hardwick speaks on violence against black women at the Women's March in Cleveland. Remember, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month and also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So your purple and your pink, please go ahead and wear it. So October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. That's for the purple, and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's the pink. So please be kind to the women, especially black women who feel like they do not get any support around here. Especially be kind to those women who are going through breast cancer and who have been through domestic violence situations. So again, shout out to my friend Tara Thompson and Marcus McGrath for getting married. Lisa Nelson, I owe you. Thank you very much. And shout out to everybody that's doing the thing out here as far as in the city of Cleveland. So shout out to also everybody. Shout out to Richard A. Starr, councilperson in Ward 5, and he's going to be doing the trick or treat thing. And, also Halloween is coming up on the 31st of October. So look out for anything free for the children. Be safe out here. In Halloween, inspect the candy as always. Make sure you cover up. It's cold in the city of Cleveland. It is October. It is fall. So do that. So, T-Rex, my lions are hungry.
All right.
I gotta feed them, and I gotta feed them this dude. How could you do this? So my Lions, today's victim from the Lions Den is Mr. Alex Jones, yes, of the InfoWars. Yes, he got sued for over $1 billion for defamation of character against the victims of Sandy Hook Elementary School back in 2012. Yes, Alex, you have to go. First of all, you look big and meaty at this particular time, so you look like a big old piece of chicken. Second of all, why in the hell would you say that Sandy Hook was staged? I understand freedom of free speech, but my Lions want freedom of free eats, meaning they want to eat you and your policies and your defamation. After you pay all that money back, you ain't gonna have nothing left. So hopefully you ain't lose no pounds while you starving, because you're gonna have to pay all that money out to them victims, including the FBI agent. And the FBI agent got you? Damn, Alex, you gone. Lions attack. Alex, goodbye. The Big Baby Rays. Why the Lions pour out the big barbecue sauce? Really? Big Baby Rays? Y'all season it? Oh, they season it. You done, Alex. Bye-bye. Lions attack. The Lions are full with Alex Jones. Thank you very much, Lions. You are so good. 965 million? Guess you. Ooh, the Lords of London. Hopefully the Lords of London pay out that insurance policy for you, but damn. I couldn't lose $9.65. Well, 965 million. How to lose 965 million by causing conspiracy? How do you do that? You can't. I can't do it. Listen. Like I said, sometimes Freudian slips can cost you. And as you can, Mr. Jones and Mr. West and other people have cost them. Sometimes your mistakes can cost you. And sometimes mistakes can cost you your life. And sometimes can cost you freedom. So make sure you don't make those mistakes. By the way, I didn't want to get on this week, but since we have a little time left, about the Charleston White T.I. situation. T.I.'s son, King, had been wilding out a little bit, feeling himself, got into some trouble. And Charleston White, I don't know who he is, some guy, some YouTube cat, said that, King should be this, that, you ain't this, you ain't that, blah, blah. Now, of course, T.I. is King's daddy, who is certified legitimate gangsta-licious. But he told Charleston White, to chill out with all that noise. Now, Charleston White said, I'm tagging the FBI, the police department, the DA, if something happened to me, if King and T.I., King said some stuff. Listen, we talking on Instagram like, we talking on the phone for real, like going back and forth. Listen, just like sometimes you got to handle this as men off social media. That's where the Freudian slips come from. Because once you say that, you may delete a tweet or a post or a video, it still stays on there. By the time people get it, it's instantaneous. It's instantaneous. Just like the thing with, P. Diddy saying to Mace, you owe $3 million, and Mace saying, I got receipts from everything. Just like this situation. Let me just explain something. Right, yeah. Explain something. Now, as far as children are concerned, I'm going to say this. T.I. don't play about his children, period. Neither do I. Something, you addressed me or his mother. And shout out to her and her new husband for, they also tied the knot in Alabama this week, too. And Georgia this week, too. You address, as far as my son is concerned, you address me or his mother or whoever we have around as far as, adult figures. You don't go on Instagram as a grown-ass man. You're 40. He's King is 17, 18? You're 40 years old. You address the man in this situation. You want to talk smack about that. You don't listen. You address them first. You don't do that. This is just me. I understand Charleston White has been getting famous off of this stuff and that stuff and the controversy and drama, but, bruh, sometimes them Freudian slips that you be doing, and this is just one radio show host to another person, or what I said, podcaster to podcaster. Sometimes you need to just chill out with some of the, when you address somebody's son or daughter, the father or mother will step up and try to will check you about their children. Unless you're if you're a part of the village. If you wasn't never a part of the village, you need to, if you're like Jay-Z said, we don't let outsiders violate our blocks. You an outsider. Okay, King wilding out. He's got his Instagram, IG followers and everything else like that. But you're coming at him addressing it like you're going to get him, hemmed up in a situation. And T.I. is looking out for his son. He's not having that. We talk about sons and stuff like that. And you can look at the contrast about 50 Cent and Marquise, $6,700 worth of child support is not good enough. He'll give us the $6,700 just to spend time with 50, and things of that nature. But let me just explain this. In situations where T.I. is going to look out, he's going to look out for his children. He's going to look out for his son, period. Now, has King been wilding out? Yeah, but I ain't about to go at King on IG. I don't want them problems with Tip. I like Tip, actually. I had a black guy. I don't want goons at my door knocking at my. Nah, bro. I don't want that problem. I want them problems. I don't. Here's the thing, though. Shout out to Yvonne Hobbs. Yeah. He don't play about his kid. He don't play about his business. And it's like no matter where you get into some gangster stuff or whatever, how are people handling it? let me just say this to Charleston White. Like I said, one podcaster to another podcast, one radio host to another one. You handle your business with the grown man. Leave the children out of it. Leave the children, or I hate to say kids, but leave the kids alone, Charleston. Or otherwise, you're gonna be doing the Charleston on some on somebody's fist. Just letting you know. You know, just keep this thing peaceful. But the thing about it is like I'm not going like as anything. I'm not going after any children. I ain't R. Kelly. I ain't a pedophile. Thank you very much. But I'm gonna tell you this. Tip, you know, I love Tip's music. I'm like saying like questionable things, whatever. Everybody has questionable stuff. But Tip, love his music, been down with him since Motivation. You know, I actually been down with him since Bone Crushing, Never Scared. When he did his verse in 24s. So, you know, you gotta, like I said, keep, you know, I'm tagging everybody because Tip and King threatening me. Well, if you're threatening the son, Charleston, then Dad's going to step up. Hopefully you do the same thing for your son or daughter. Because I'm not a gangster. I don't claim to be. But here's the thing, Charleston. You say something about my son on IG, he might have like whatever. I'm coming after you. And Tip will come after you. And trust me, he probably got a lot more goons than I do. So just letting you know. By the way, everybody be safe. You know, early voting has started today. Go down to the Board of Elections. They are still hiring for people to work the polls on November 8th.
You get paid that day?
Yeah, not by the Board of Elections, no. But if the candidates are hiring, then you get paid that day. If the candidates are hiring, then they'll give you something. But, you know, as far as the Board of Elections, but they're still hiring via the Board of Elections. I think it's like close to like drivers and stuff like that, $200 to $300. They're still training people. You know, for one day you can earn up to, even though it's a long day, you can earn up to like $300. By the way, just Guardians and Browns will be in town. The Browns are playing the New England Patriots this week at Cleveland Browns Stadium, First Energy Stadium, And of course, the Guardians will be back here. Hopefully, they'll have a better resolution tomorrow night when they play the New York Yankees in Yankee Stadium. But plus, they'll be here in the weekend, so downtown will be packed with everybody. So, just like it was last Saturday. So, make sure that you are on your P's and Q's and don't see no judges, and make sure you drive safely. I know Sweetest Day this week. You want to take out your sweetie, make sure about the fundraising, things of that nature. But make sure you also be safe. I don't want nobody going home. And I don't want nobody, if somebody's coming to my event, I don't want nobody going home tipsy off wine. Don't blame Larry for this neither. That ain't my fault. Period. All right, I'm about to get out of here. If nobody tells you that they love you today, I do. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll see your lovely faces tomorrow at the fundraiser. Stay tuned. But we're going out to some Kendrick Lamar in N95. This is one of my favorites. I actually saw him perform this and something else on Saturday Night Live. So we'll be right back. See you next week. Gardner out.